Alright guys, I have kind of a long story to tell. It turns out I have to have surgery. Shake your... Good morning everyone. So today I'm filming a fun collab for my Your Favorite Nikki channel. I'm going to be shooting with Moda Mob, with Ani and Nora, and we're going to do some really fun... Sorry. You can... No, come in. It's about you guys. Like, just trying to hide.
I'm like, ooh,
yeah. We're gonna shoot some fun challenges.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited too.
Challenge.
Yes. So they're all like funny. They're gonna be funny too. Wait,
we're currently
pads?
Yeah, we're currently looking at pads, eggs, tomatoes, and lemon.
I knew about the eggs, and then I just like spotted these pads out here right now. So here's Ani, right here. She's gonna film it today.
Woohoo! I'm gonna film you guys putting pads on your face.
I love it. I love it. Perfect. Look how beautiful her room is. Her studio or shooting room, whatever you want to call it. It's so pretty.
Mini studio.
They have such a beautiful shelf here. I always joke about in my videos how my background is so ugly. I'm like, I need to get a nice background. So our next...
It's a work in progress. If you saw the transition, we started like with a blue background and like we were dark. Yeah.
Oh really? So I'm gonna make a point at the next house that we move into in Minnesota that I'm gonna have a room with a really nice background to shoot my videos. Like that's gonna be one of the goals for that house. The triangle bathtub, giant bathtub, and a room to shoot my Your Favorite Nikki videos in. Well, that is a wrap on our collab. Now we're just removing our shame. Like, look how dirty these makeup wipes are now. But that was fun. We had a lot of fun together. I think these videos are gonna turn out really well. They're gonna come out next Wednesday, so be sure to check it out on Your Favorite Nikki and on Moda Mob.
Yeah.
We had fun, right?
Yeah, like 15 wet naps, an egg, and a pad later. We're all good.
We're great.
It smells really good from that egg.
We can air it out.
I'm home. And John cleaned the kitchen for me.
Yep.
What a gent.
Ralphie's doing the heavy lifting though. He's vacuuming.
Vacuuming all the floors.
That's what I named the vacuum, Ralphie.
I know.
Iris will be like, "Where's Ralphie?" It's pretty funny. Yep, but it's all clean. Ta-da!
It's good to have you home.
It's good to be home.
John, I took a nap yesterday, so
yeah, I
that
watched
was
Iris
nice.
all day. We had so much fun. We played in the slip and slide, and she wanted me to go in, but I was like, the water's cold. Dad doesn't like cold water. And she's like, Iris likes cold water.
I know, she does like
so
cold
funny.
water. I went in it with her though when you were gone.
I gave her a bath, and then she went to bed, and I watched some movies, and that was that.
I have kind of a long story to tell. It turns out I have to have surgery. So let me backtrack a bit. I have suffered from chronic fatigue for a really long time, hence the word chronic. I don't have normal energy levels for a person my age, and there's days where it's really debilitating. Some days it hurts to be awake and I have a hard time even moving. Most of the time I don't feel good, but I push myself through it. So most days I don't feel good out of my life. And I've always felt this pressure in my head, like there's a lot of pressure in there, and an overall feeling like I'm not all here, and like head fog. That's how I described it. And just real low energy. I've always blamed this on like, oh, it must be an autoimmune issue. So lately I've been feeling even worse, and actually another problem led to me finding out what's been going on. So this is kind of gross. I got a lot of problems, guys. I'm sorry. But for about 4 months I've been having problems with my ears. Like they felt really sticky inside, and when I'd wake up in the morning there was water leaking out. It all happened after I got sick 4 months ago, and then this problem with my ears never went away. So the other day I finally got an appointment with an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and it turns out that there's like a skin issue in my ears, chronic otitis or something. So I got some ear drops for that I gotta put in, and like some cream that I need to put in my ears. But when I was in there, you know, I was talking about the pressure in my head and wondering if that was something to do with my sinuses. So he looked in my nose and right away he saw that I can barely breathe. I have a deviated septum. So it's a pretty common thing. It usually happens after an injury. I don't know if I had an injury or not. Maybe I did when I was a kid. Maybe I just like took a kickball to the face and got over it. Like I was a pretty rough tomboy when I was a child. But I have a deviated septum and severe allergies. So I never really thought of myself of having allergies because I'm not like sneezing or anything like that. But allergies also present themselves in a lot of inflammation. So my sinuses are all inflamed, and that's why there's this pressure in my head. So if you don't know what a deviated septum is, basically your nostrils, they're supposed to be straight up and down like this, like the airflow goes in. So the bone inside my nose, instead of going straight the way that it's supposed to be, is going like this and pinching off the airflow. And so I'm not getting oxygen. And that is also making my allergies worse, he's saying, and my body has to work really, really hard to breathe. So I can barely breathe. And after this diagnosis, I was like, oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because I watch myself in videos sometimes and I often sound really out of breath. And when I talk, I'll randomly like gasp for air. And there's been lots of times where I go into this kind of panic and I'm like, I don't know, I feel really weird. I feel like I'm not getting enough oxygen or something. And then I say, calm down, Nikki. Anxiety just does weird things. Of course you can breathe. And it turns out that I can't. I actually am not getting enough oxygen. So the doctor was saying that this is probably the reason for my chronic fatigue, that my body has to work so hard to get air, and oxygen is what fuels your body. And then at night, I'm never getting a good night's sleep because when I fall asleep and the brain takes over, he said I'm breathing out of my mouth because my brain goes, oh, you're not getting air through your nose, so you breathe through your mouth. And it's not like the best for your body to breathe through your mouth. You get real dry throat and your body has to work harder doing that. So the doctor recommended that I have surgery to have the septum repaired, and he thinks that a lot of my problems will go away, like I'll have more energy, you know, I'll be able to breathe better, and the allergies might lessen because when there's an obstruction in the airway, the allergens can get clogged in there, making my allergies worse. So right now I'm on a bunch of medication, like I have to take allergy pills every day and a steroid nasal spray to shrink the tissue. So I think it's also with the deviated septum because my allergies are so bad, it goes from like not being able to breathe to really, really not being able to breathe because the tissue's all inflamed. So in a weird way, I got kind of excited about it. I was like, oh my gosh, there's a chance that I could feel better every day. That's awesome. Because I kind of just thought like, this is how I am. So if after I have this surgery, I start feeling good, I'm gonna be so happy because I don't know, like right now it's bad. He said the allergens in the air are really bad right now in Los Angeles because of all the rain that we got this year. So I know I've been rambling a little bit. I actually have a question. If any of you guys out there have had a deviated septum repaired, can you let me know in the comment section your experience with it? Because right away, after I got back from the doctor, someone I knew said, oh, my husband had his septum repaired and sinus surgery is the absolute worst recovery. They have to pack your nose full of gauze and it didn't really do anything to help him. So I was like, oh great. Well, I was really looking forward to feeling better. Is there anyone out there who watches our videos who's like, you know what, I had my septum repaired years ago and I've been feeling great for years? That's what I'd really like to hear. The Again, this timing of finding this out kind of stinks because we have to move. So I don't know what's going on, like getting scheduled for surgery or what. If I'm gonna be able to do that out here or if I have to find another doctor in Minnesota or what. But I don't know, that's kind of what I've been dealing with. Like I just feel really, really tired all the time. And it turns out because I can't breathe. I'm not getting oxygen to my brain. Look at the good dad making some lunch. Iris, are you gonna eat some lunch? Macaroni and cheese? He asked you?
Okay.
What do you think about me not being able to breathe? Does it make a lot of sense now? Because I feel like...
I always thought that you were just like making...
That's what I was just gonna say.
Possibly fabricating, but I feel terrible about it, and I'm glad that you figured out what was actually wrong with you.
Because I don't make stuff up because I'm like, I'm not a lazy person. I very much want to have energy.
Yeah, I just thought you were.
Mean. No, I always...
It is terrible. I feel bad.
I've like...
Sorry.
Yeah, I
I'm
have
excited
really
for you
low
to get
energy.
fixed though, you know, that'd be
Me too.
fantastic.
Yeah, I think it affects everything, you know, when your body is tired, it affects your mood, it affects everything. I'll be nicer, maybe.
Hopefully. Well, it's only like a very small percentage of the time you're just like,
When I
I'm
get
tired.
extremely exhausted,
That makes
yeah.
sense.
But I thought like you thought I was making it up, and like I'm not.
I offered to do the procedure.
You're gonna do my surgery?
Yeah, but well, you didn't want me to.
No, I don't. I would rather have a doctor do it instead of you, John.
Dr. John.
Yeah, I mean, like, I want to do so much. I want to do a million things in the day. And when I get worn out like that, I get so frustrated with myself. I'm like, why? Why can't I do these things? And I'm just like, I'm so excited to get fixed, and I hope it makes everything better. Good for you. Are you a good eater? The medicine has helped a lot though. After the first night with the pills and the nasal spray, I felt so much better. I still don't feel great, not 100%, but so much better than the day before.
Not this button.
Not that button? So what are you doing, Iris?
This is bunny.
There's a button on there? Is this Iris's vlog? What are you guys hoarding over here?
Oreo ice cream.
Can I have some?
Luckily, I got like half the cup eaten before she knew what I was doing.
Yeah, she just snuggled right up, didn't she? Ice cream for Mama. Boop. Hey. Look at her face. You want to have some?
You'd have some?
You love it? Iris has made her choice. She wants to play in the slip and slide again. Gosh, I'm gonna miss this yard. This yard is so beautiful. This little water baby, she loves water so much. Look how pretty the roses look. They're in full bloom right now. These are so perfect for kids though, because it's just like a little water park. Even if they don't slip and slide down it, look at this, they just love how the water squirts. Yeah, you have a water slide. Do you love it, Iris? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Aw man, something came from Amazon and it said Celestial Wholesale on the box. It sounded really exciting. We open it and it's toilet paper. Toilet paper. I was so excited.
Well, if you didn't
But I do need toilet paper.
If you didn't
You're
use...
right?
We'll cut it out.
No, I'm not.
If you didn't use so much toilet paper, I wouldn't have to order it in bulk from the black market.
I am a girl. We have to use toilet paper for each number. You only need to use it for number 2. We have to use twice as much toilet paper. Excuse me, it's for nature.
Are you gonna tell the people what I'm doing?
Don't drink out of that.
I am making a cookie thingy dessert.
We're pigging out.
Not really. Well, yeah.
Not really. I'm making
Once
mashed
a
potatoes. Salmon, les bébés, meow 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 meow, les biscuits, meow meow. Iris's babysitter said she was gonna miss Simon. Iris's babysitter came over the other day and she wants to see Iris more if possible before we move. It's really cute because they developed a bond. And I was telling her that we'd be back in LA, you know, even after we move, that this isn't goodbye. And she said, oh good, will you guys bring Iris too? Because I really want to see her grow up. And I thought that was so sweet. And then, you know, she was saying that babysitting Iris reminds her of all the good things that are in the world. Whenever she has doubts, she's like, being with that sweetheart, you know, Iris was giving her compliments, like Iris told her she was beautiful and just being really sweet. And she said, yeah, I just thought that was really nice. She said Iris reminds her that there's still good in the world. Speaking of good in the world, that looks bomb. Bomb diggity.
I kind of messed it up.
Oh, dang it, John.
I mean, I didn't like mess it up totally, but I kind of messed it up a little bit.
Fix it.
I put it in the pan was too big. I mean, it'll still be great.
Oh, John, you could just make it thinner. Make the crust thinner.
I know, but it's too late.
Is it though?
Yeah, it is.
Alright guys, it's about that time. Gotta wrap things up. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and always remember that I love you and stay tuned for more vlogs. Mwah.